Real Madrid. This Spanish club has a legendary trophy cabinet including 36 La Liga titles, 20 Copa del Reys and 15 Champions Leagues. But if asked, how good was prime Real Madrid, which Madrid team comes to mind? In my opinion, there's only one right answer, and it's the team that three-peated the Champions League. But that team didn't achieve its success overnight. It was due to the decade-long process that took place in building the team. Let's start at the beginning of this process at the start of the century. After becoming president of Real Madrid in 2000, Florentino Perez wasted no time putting his grand vision into action, which would see the club become an international giant in all spheres of influence. Perez's plan, dubbed the Galacticos approach, involved signing the world's best players to increase the club's financial attractiveness and establish dominance in European football. How exactly did he start his grand plan? He started with a bang by signing one of the most controversial transfers ever, Luis Figo, from their arch-rival Barcelona in 2000. This stirred up world football, marking Figo a traitor in the eyes of Barcelona fans. Want to learn about some more traitors like Figo? Check out our video on some of football's most iconic traitors. So, after that controversial signing, Perez didn't stop. He followed it by signing Zinedine Zidane in 2001 for a then world record fee from Juventus, Ronaldo Nazario in 2002 from Inter Milan, and David Beckham in 2003 from Manchester United. Before we continue, if you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps us a lot. So now that Florentino's plan was underway, Real was a team brimming with talent, and now it was phase 2, taking over European football. Real was beginning to see the effects of their signings as they went on to win the 2002 Champions League, where Zidane scored that stunning volley against Leverkusen. However, after that season, Real Madrid had trouble repeating the feat in Europe. The club's heavy investment in attacking talent often came at the expense of a balanced squad, particularly in defence and midfield. The steady addition of star players made it hard for the team to create the proper chemistry, as all these signings were used to being the star on their team, but now had to learn to share the spotlight with others. And to make matters worse, the team's stability was further undermined by the frequent coaching staff changes caused by Perez's obsession with recruiting popular stars. Between 2003 and 2010, Real Madrid went through 10 different coaches, including the likes of Vincent Del Bosque, Fabio Capello, and Manuel Pellegrini. And along with the coaching changes, the squad was constantly changing as many players were leaving the club. Despite winning La Liga titles in 2003, 2007 and 2008, their failure to make a significant impact in Europe was seen as a major disappointment. In 2004, they were knocked out by AS Monaco in the quarter-finals after a shocking 3-1 loss in the second leg, despite having won 4-2 in the first leg. In 2005, Juventus eliminated them in the round of 16 with a dramatic extra-time goal, winning 2-1 on aggregate. The pattern continued, with an exit at the hands of Arsenal in 2006, and due to a trophyless stint from 2003 to 2006, Perez resigned from his position at the club in 2006. Even after the resignation, Real continued to struggle in Europe, getting eliminated by Bayern in 2007 and Roma in 2008. Florentino Perez found himself returning to the club as president in 2009 with a renewed ambition to restore Real Madrid to the pinnacle of European football. Based on what he learned about the first Galacticos' weaknesses, Perez set out to create a more balanced squad by combining star power with tactical versatility, the Galacticos 2.0. He started this second era with yet another bang, bringing in Ballon d'Or winners Cristiano Ronaldo for yet another world record fee at the time, and Kaká, along with other players like Karim Benzema and Xabi Alonso. The team's attacking strength and overall balance were both intended to be enhanced by these arrivals. And to manage this collection of talent, Perez needed a special coach and brought in a special one. Indeed, Jose Mourinho. Mourinho surely did something special, as Real Madrid saw sort of a revival both in domestic and European stages. They won the Copa del Rey in 2011, their first in nearly 2 decades, and followed it up with a record-breaking La Liga campaign in 2011-12, amassing 100 points and scoring 121 goals. But even with Mourinho, there was a lack of success in Europe. Real Madrid reached the semi-finals 3 years in a row under Mourinho, losing to Barcelona in 2011, Bayern Munich in 2012, and Dortmund in 2013. Mourinho's era ended amid internal conflicts, and he left the club in 2013 without delivering the long-sought Champions League title. The helm of this star-studded team was then given to Carlo Ancelotti, with the hope that he would be the man to finally deliver European success. And boy did he deliver. Ancelotti gave the Madrid fans what they had been waiting for more than a decade: La Decima, Real Madrid's 10th European Cup in his first season. Real achieved this by defeating Atletico Madrid 4-1 in a thrilling final where Sergio Ramos sent the game to extra time with a header at the dying moment of regular time. 2014 saw the team win the Copa del Reys, UEFA Super Cup and FIFA Club World Cup. It seemed like the club's investments were finally paying off, until you consider they were struggling to be consistent in La Liga and experienced an elimination in the semi-finals to Juventus the following year. This ultimately led to Ancelotti's departure, but what Madrid fans didn't know was that this was the beginning to the best era at the club. Following Ancelotti, the club would bring in Rafa Benitez, but he would last a total of 6 months before he eventually got fired and was replaced by club legend Zinedine Zidane. Zidane brought a deep understanding of the club's culture and an exceptional ability to manage the egos in a star-studded dressing room. Zidane's pragmatic approach saw Real Madrid play at a high level for the remainder of the season. They played so well, they won their 11th Champions League, once again defeating Atletico Madrid in the final in a penalty shootout, with Cristiano scoring the decisive penalty. Going into the 16-17 season, there was a lot of talk going around about Zidane's first Champions League win being a fluke, and whether he could continue the success. Well, proving his managerial ability, Real Madrid continued their dominance in Europe, becoming the first team in the Champions League era to defend their trophy. Their European run saw them win against Napoli in the round of 16, Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals, and Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals. Madrid stunned Juventus in the final with a 4-1 defeat, with Ronaldo at the forefront scoring 2 goals in the final. Alongside the Champions League, they also won the Liga, UEFA Super Cup and Club World Cup, marking one of the most successful seasons in the club's history. With this, Real proved their worth to the world. In the 17-18 season, Real completed a historic Champions League three-peat, overcoming PSG in the round of 16, Juventus in the quarterfinals, where Ronaldo scored that mesmerising overhead kick, and defeated Bayern Munich in a tense semi-final. In the final, they defeated Liverpool 3-1, with Gareth Bale scoring a spectacular overhead kick that won't ever be forgotten. This third consecutive title under Zidane cemented Real Madrid's place in football history as the undisputed kings of Europe and solidified their prime status. Real Madrid had a near-perfect balance across all positions in 2016-18. Keylor Navas was an unsung hero between the posts of Real Madrid's goal. Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane anchored the backline, a blend of aggression and tactical awareness. Dani Carvajal and Marcelo were a dynamic fullback duo, providing an extra outlet in the team's build-up. The midfield trio of Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Casemiro was the team's heartbeat, with Modric providing creativity and vision, Kroos controlling the game with his precise passing and control, and Casemiro being the destroyer in the midfield. And up front, there was the ruthless trio, the famous BBC: Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano. This trio would cause any defense headaches to try and defend. The current Real Madrid team is showing great potential to try and achieve that prime status again, and is filled with superstars like Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, and Bellingham. However, compared to the actual prime team, they have a long way to go to get close to that level. So, what do you think of this current Real Madrid team? Can they surpass the prime three-peat team? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like the video and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.